Hello everyone, Mark and Andrea here getting back with you. We're going to take the week here, the Holy Week, and we're going to go through this devotional. Hopefully you all got a copy of it. Behold the greatness of Christ. Each day we'll read one of the devotions, and today we're starting out with Palm Sunday, the King who comes. And Andrea, if you wouldn't mind, could you read out of the book of Matthew, the 21st chapter, the first 11 verses?
I can do that. Jesus comes to Jerusalem as king. As they approached Jerusalem and came to Bethphage on the Mount of Olives, Jesus sent two disciples, saying to them, "Go to the village ahead of you, and at once you will find a donkey tied there with her colt by her. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone says anything to you, say that the Lord needs them, and he will send them right away." This took place to fulfill what was spoken through the prophet. "Say to daughter Zion, see, your king comes to you, gentle and riding on a donkey, and on a colt, the foal of a donkey." The disciples went and did as Jesus had instructed them. They brought the donkey and the colt and placed their cloaks on them for Jesus to sit on. A very large crowd spread their cloaks on the road, while others cut branches from the trees, and spread them on the road. The crowds that went ahead of them and those that followed shouted, "Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest heaven." When Jesus entered Jerusalem, the whole city was stirred and asked, "Who is this?" The crowds answered, "This is Jesus, the prophet from Nazareth in Galilee."
Very good. So that's the first passage, and that talks about what we celebrated this morning, what we reenacted in our church service when we did the triumphant entry into our sanctuary, and it was just a great, grand and glorious time. We just had a lot of fun with it, blowing the shofars and waving the palm branches and everything that was going on with it. Much like on that day, only if you think about it, they were entering into Jerusalem. Right. That was the biggest city in all of that area. So it's kind of like, we see today the celebration of when teams win championships. They have these big ticker tape parades, right, and all these people are there. It was very similar to that.
Exactly.
It was a grand entry with this hope. What today they're celebrating what already has happened. Back then they were celebrating what they thought was going to happen. Mm-hmm. They thought they had a king that was going to overthrow the Roman government, and they were going to be able to come in and reign. What they got instead was a much more gentle king, right, a much more compassionate king. They were crying out, "Hosanna," which means the one who saves.